Good evening. Good evening. How are you all doing tonight? I know that we are coming on a little late this evening. We had some issues at Staples when we went to pick up our order for Wrapped in Wellness. And so we had to work that out. And then you all have been talking for about 20 minutes. And then I look up in the corner and realize I'm not live. So I did a whole 20-minute session and I was just talking to myself. So I guess I just did a kind of walkthrough, a practice for myself. But I just want to say good evening, good evening. I know I was on live this morning briefly or this earlier this afternoon, but I wanted to come back and do an official sit down for this week's Joy is Just Over Yonder podcast. We're just having this special edition that is focused on just sharing with you again wrapped in wellness and what you can expect when you get your ticket for it that you may not have gotten yet, but you will be. So welcome again. My name is Lakisha McGaney-Osei. I am the founder of Joy is Just Over Yonder. So I do the podcast, which was known as Wrapped in Wellness and Convos. So we just changed it up a little bit to represent the brand. And then I am also master reflexologist and owner of I Touch Souls. So I am a reflexologist who focuses on foot reflexology. I also do hands, and then I will be shortly offering Reiki as well to my clients. So what is Wrapped in Wellness? Wrapped in Wellness is an experience where health professionals, mental health professionals, people within the wellness and holistic space gather. And as the wellness collaborator, I bring in those individuals who are um, have some significance not only in my life, but I have watched them, I've seen them, and what they bring to the table. And then I choose to collaborate with them and have them come speak at Wrapped in Wellness. And I'm telling you, this year is not going to be any different from the previous two Wrapped in Wellnesses. So this is our third round. However, this is our first time back in person since 2019. So 2019 was our first kickoff. It was a one-day event. That's how it started, as a one-day Saturday experience, excuse me, not an event, but experience. And it was phenomenal. It blew my mind. It passed all expectations that I had. And the room was filled with individuals who poured into each other, loved on each other. It was just a beautiful thing. And so, of course, we all know what happened in 2020. And so, though we did not have an event in 2020 as planned, what we did was move it from that November to that January in 2021. And we did a full virtual summit. So we had 3 days of different speakers just pouring in online. And it was, when I tell you, the energy was still on fire, even for our virtual summit over those 3 days. So much so that after it ended, like myself and a lot of the team and the speakers, we still remained, online, just kind of debriefing for almost an hour and a half because we just didn't want to leave each other. So that's the kind of environment that you're coming into when you come to a Wrapped in Wellness experience. We don't focus on big numbers. We focus on an intimate gathering where we want individuals to really have the space and the time to receive what they need. So we have curated this experience with some fabulous speakers, and I'm just going to tell you who's showing up so that they can pour into you. So we do have Miss Jennifer Fergurson, who's coming in and is going to tell you about using your story to flow. We have Miss DeAnna Boyd, who's coming in, and she is also going to be telling you about um, and working through with you on who has your energy and how to reclaim that energy. So that is a two-part session that's going to take place on Saturday and Sunday. So you do want to try, I'm telling you, be there both days so you can really take it all in and you can process everything that you're going to be given. We have Ms. Rosaline Law, who has joined us, and she's going to be doing the nutritional flow, and she's going to be also doing a very special like body scan presentation, and I'm going to be used as a guinea pig so that you can see what it's like to go through that service with her. And then we have Miss Sheniqua Johnson, my soror. She is on fire and she is ready to give it to you all. If you watched last week's episode of Joy is Just Over Yonder podcast, you know she was the special guest, and she says she is coming to bring it, and what she brings to the room is going to be exactly what you came for. So she will be in the room. And then we have, of course, Dr. Vikki Johnson, who will be joining us on Sunday to finish us up with the Just Be Flow. And we'll also have Miss Michelle Hammond, who will be kicking it off on Saturday with her affirmations. And then she's going to give us a special song as well on Sunday. So what else can we offer? There's more. Yes, there's more. We will also have Miss Nicole with us, who will be doing a special early morning sound bath meditation that will take place in the Potomac Room. And that is going to be for all registered attendees. You can come down early Saturday and join in on the sound bath. And that will take place before the official kickoff at 9 a.m. So our early bird risers, get up, get your breakfast in early, and then you'll come down to the Potomac Room and enjoy a beautiful sound meditation bath. This will really help you set the intention for the weekend, allow you some time to just meditate and just really center yourself so you can take in all that is about to happen. Again, this is going to be an intimate, safe space for you. Men and women are welcome. We have to be serious about our men getting well as the women. At some point, you guys, we got to do this stuff together. So it's not just a women's experience. This is a human experience that's taking place on January 21st and the 22nd will be the sessions. And then Friday evening is really a time where you can just come, check in, pre-register if you want, meet some of the speakers and other attendees. There'll be a light informal um, uh, reception, kind of meet and greet for you. But really, the sessions will be kicking off on Saturday. So no sessions on Friday, meet and greet. Check in. You can pick up your registration packets early. And then Saturday is going to be lit. You don't want to miss it. Come on out. Join us. We are looking forward to having you. And, as a reflexologist who is, what I do is, use my hand um, to to help facilitate the healing process of the body. And some of the things that we take for granted, there's a lot of information out here that others have. And this just gives you an opportunity to be in a place, in a space where that information is shared. You can, what they say, chew the meat, spit out the bones, take what is going to be um, necessary for you to move forward in your wellness journey. It's going to be different for everybody. You will have some things that are in common, but what this does is Wrapped in Wellness opens up a space where you can be you and you can be poured into, as well as we feed off your energy as well. So you're going to be pouring back into us. So, I want to make sure that I cover everything. So our speakers will have their booths set up, so you'll get to talk to them again one-on-one, see what products and services they can offer you, as well as on that Sunday we'll be doing a brunch. And that's where the award ceremony would take place. And so let me talk about the awards, because I have to remember, y'all didn't hear that the first 20 minutes that I was talking, and had to restart the broadcast. But yes, Wrapped in Wellness always selects during the year 3 awards that we're going to share. And I typically was going to announce these awards later in the year, but due to circumstances, I just think that it's befitting that they occur during this first quarter of Wrapped in Wellness. And those 3 awards, which were they were awarded the very first Wrapped in Wellness in 2019, and again in 2021 we were able to award our recipients. So these are would be considered our 2022 recipients, because we were awarded, after that year. And so we have the Heart for Health Award, Holistic Wellness Champion Award, and then we also have a Legacy Builder Award. So I'm going to tell you just a little bit about the Legacy Builder Award, and then the other 2 will be announced on Sunday. But the Legacy Builder Award is very special. The very first recipient was Dr. Angela Kujar, who is the CEO and founder of Legacy Holistic Health Institute, which is the health coaching institute that I attended for a year from 2018 to 2019. I was in the first cohort, and it helped really, launch me into this space and bring me back full circle, really, because as a kinesiology major at the University of Minnesota with a minor in coaching, who was always involved in athletics and played basketball, through high school and some college, I have always been very familiar with the body and, worked out and always been athletic and so forth. But, time, life experiences transforms us. And then you have to kind of come back to some things. And so that's what legacy did for me. It allowed me to come back full circle. So, what Dr. Kujar has done is amazing as a Black woman who has started this institute on a vision and a dream. And it went from cohort 1 to now. This is what, 23? So almost 5 years later, and over, I think she's on cohort 34 or 35. Just amazing. So she started building that legacy. And so she was our first Legacy Builder Award recipient. Our 2021 recipient was our guest speaker for Sunday, Dr. Vikki Johnson, who is the founder of Soulwell. So she was our second recipient. So now I want to tell you just a little bit about who is receiving the Legacy Builder Award for the 2022 year. Now, when this person came to my mind months ago, I was looking forward to saying, you know what, next year she's going to be my recipient. I'm going to give her this award. And because she just always touches my heart, and I have seen the legacy that she was living and leaving behind. And she was also at the very first legacy the very first Wrapped in Wellness. And I watched her be loved by her family and her support, got to cruise with her. Just amazing, amazing woman. And so the Legacy Builder Award for 2022 is being awarded to a woman who, despite her age, was still living her best life, still moving and dancing, still making sure that she was taking care of her health. And I love that her granddaughter did that with her and for her as a health coach. So the Legacy Builder Award for 2022 is not going to a health coach or someone who started a business, but to a woman who created a legacy through family and through love. And that's going to be Miss Lois Tilly Carey. So she is the 2022 Legacy Builder Awardee. And I'm announcing that here because she unfortunately won't be able to receive it because she left and transitioned this past November before I could give her the award. And so I played around with it in my mind and was like, oh my goodness, I never got to give it to her. Maybe I should just go ahead and pick someone else, but my spirit won't let me do that. So I contacted her family and let them know that we still wanted to honor her and her memory for being such a legacy builder around family and love. Because you need that in life. What can any of us achieve without having that in some form or fashion? Even if you think you don't love your own family, you created a family somewhere, some kind of support system. And the legacy that Miss Lois, Grandma Lois, she was everybody grandma, has created is a blessing. And I see the residue of that in her daughters, in her grandchildren. And so we will be honoring her at the awards brunch next Sunday, the 22nd. Now, to find out who the other recipients are, you need to be in the room because that's when they'll find out as well. So we are looking forward to just having an exciting time, loving on each other, pouring in each other, and just, taking some time to dig deep for yourselves. So how do you get in the room? Well, you simply go, the link is there on the screen. Go to bit.ly, WIW, the number 3, and then overflow 23, all caps. Bit.ly links are case sensitive. For those of you who are still getting used to them, they're case sensitive. So it's all caps, WIW3 overflow 23. And so click on the link, get your tickets. You can get a day ticket for Saturday. Say you really want to be there both days, but you only can do Saturday. That's fine. Be there Saturday. Get something. You can only be there Sunday because you got to work Saturday. Get your Sunday ticket. You want to make sure you have both days under your belt, then get Saturday and Sunday. And so if you do that, if you make the choice to choose you will be able to, if you've listened to this podcast, this broadcast all the way to the end. So here's what your treat is. When you go to that link, if you choose to, you can enter promo code 39FLOW. And that will get you a discounted off your ticket, whether it's a Saturday, Sunday, or for both days. So I just dropped that little tidbit for you. 39FLOW. Put that code in. You'll get a nice discount for deciding to show up for you. Now, that it's not going to last forever. We need to wrap this up. So go ahead, get your ticket, use 39 Flow, and we'll see you at the Overflow. Peace and blessings. We'll be back throughout the week to encourage you and get ready for Wrapped in Wellness 3.0. I'm your host, Lakisha McGaney-Osei of I Touch Souls, and we hope that you know that your souls matter. Let's get wrapped in wellness. Peace. Okay, did it end? It didn't change like I usually do. Oh, okay. We didn't. I guess we didn't end. So we're still there. So since we are, we're gonna end y'all with this commercial break. All right, so you see what is coming for you, so don't miss out. Thanks for joining us tonight. We will see you at the well. Meet us there. Peace and blessings.